So I agree with the commenter saying that it's low self-esteem, because the way that I see it is that if you're looking for validation from anybody other than your man, that's a self-esteem issue. You should be keeping yourself up for your man. Now, if he gets validated by you keeping yourself up, that's a totally different story. That's his validation. He needs that external validation or wants it, right? I don't think most men need it. I think most men want it. But if you're looking for somebody who's not your husband to tell you you're attractive or to flirt with you, that is a self-esteem issue. You already have a husband. Why else would you need it? And I think, to answer AP's original question, I think there's only ever those two categories of women: the women who want validation from strictly their man, and the women who want validation from every man that they come across.
But so let me just say this, because I would put into social people who post often on social media, right? You're looking for something. If you're posting all the time a picture of yourself, we have seen you 1,001 ways this week, but you keep posting yourself. That's some type of validate that there's something that you are like, you know, it's some type of attention. I've even seen people who probably take down pictures that didn't get a certain amount of likes because they feel like, oh, I didn't look good in that picture. So that must be, or people who verify their piece, like, oh, I'm not gonna put that on. Did this picture look good? That's still a form of validation. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look back, because if you care about you, you don't wouldn't even care. You like, yo, my hair ain't done, but I'm gonna post this picture looking a hot freaking mess because I don't need your. It's not about you validating me, but
So,
we predict.
so I agree with you on the premise of if you're doing that just for you and just for validation. The the other side of that is that there's a lot of people, whether you realize it or not, that are putting this stuff up as paid content. You might not see, but somewhere hidden in the caption is the product that they're selling to you, right? So on that front, if it's business and you're getting paid that way, I don't see that as validation. That's a business model.
Well,
But if
we're
you're
not talking about the people who have tons of followers. I'm talking about
right,
regular people.
so absolutely, right? So when we look at like Aisha Curry, we see that insecurity. But when we look at, like, say, Morris Chestnut's wife, most people don't even know her name. She's very average looking. She's not ugly, but she's not exceptionally beautiful either. Once Twitter found out that he was a married man and they found her picture, the question everybody was asking was, can she fight? Right? Like, she's not on social media, she's not plastered all over the place, she's not like posting pictures of herself, she's not even branding herself. She's just an average woman, right? That is somebody who's very secure, because Morris Chestnut is a very attractive man.
Mhm.
She is somebody who is secure in her relationship, who only seeks validation from her husband. She doesn't need the validation from other men. And so that's where I'm making that distinction, is that you have women like Aisha Curry, who has a business, who has all this other stuff and isn't posting herself just for likes, but still desires that attention from men who aren't her husband. And then you have women like Morris Chestnut's wife, who's very much in the background supporting the family, taking care of everything behind the scenes, doesn't care about anybody but her man. I
Well,
don't know where, like, I don't think there's a line in between those two women.
I absolutely agree. We're talking about celebrity level, but let me just say this: I think that we wouldn't be disingenuous, as y'all like to say, if we're sitting here. If one day you just stopped getting the attention, one day all of a sudden men were not looking at you. They didn't like a post. They didn't. I think that that would hurt your self-esteem in some type of, because especially if you're used to get attention in some way, form, or fashion, you're gonna think something is wrong with you. I think that it's easy to say when you get attention, I don't care about it. You take it for granted. But we're talking about people who don't get attention. Okay. Nobody wants to
So
trade. Nobody wants to trade places with that person. Trust me.
so I seen a skit where this dude was like, he was talking about dating a girl and bringing her to the family barbecue, and he said he was salty because his uncles ain't say, "Okay, nephew, I see you." Like, when you bring something nice, they be like, "Okay, nephew, I see you. You got something on you." He was like, he didn't get that reaction, and he was salty as hell about it.
Yeah, man.
I
Because
mean,
listen, how your woman look, it reflects positively on you. If
And
she
even
look like
you.
trash, you know what I'm saying? She like everybody gonna be like, shoot, you could do better. Now she looks
And,
great.
and,
That adds to your thing. But listen, I want to
let
give.
me just say this real fast because we keep saying she. Men do it too. That's why y'all in the gym look at yourself in the mirror, drop the joint, and you.
I mean,
You
yeah,
think she care about them little? Listen, y'all in that gym trying to keep fine. Yeah, y'all be doing it. Y'all be post trap. Y'all be trapping too, just like thirst
yes,
trap.
yes, guys.
I'll admit it.
Don't
If,
do
if
it.
I'll admit it, if I went outside and nobody was like giving me that look anymore for the rest of my life, I'd probably be like, "Damn, what happened?" I definitely would wonder like what happened. I'm gonna keep it
Yeah.
real.
And
Well, Marcus, you're 6'7". Everybody's giving you the look, bro.
Keep it real,
But I'm
Marcus.
saying if I never got it again in
Bro,
life,
you are
I would.
6'7". You gonna get it when you're 76.
But he said if he never got it
If
again,
I
he
You'll
never
never
got
have
it,
to worry about it.
Hey.
He is taller than 94% of the population. He's gonna get the look. Them
man,
panties them panties is wet, Marcus. Cut it out. They're gonna always be that way as long as you 6'7". If you were 5'8", yeah, you might not get the look, bro. Just saying.
yeah,
But
I
what
want to give
but
a
he just
tactic that a lot of women use. Now, Inaz, we don't know this woman. You don't know what she's thinking. You don't know what she's feeling. She could very well be thinking the same way that Aisha Curry is feeling. Now, granted, she didn't put herself out on Front Street. She never puts herself out there, which is a smart thing to do. Because the thing is if you put yourself out there, you're gonna get, you're gonna get hammered just like Aisha did. And specifically to Aisha, that's why a lot of guys and people in general aren't checking for Aisha anymore. It's because of that. We was like, what? You got Stephen Curry as your husband, and you out here seeking validation from the gas station, dude? What? Oh, you're not even a respectable woman. So this like you look respectable, and we thought you was cool. And this is why a lot of people say that a lot of beautiful women stop being attractive the second they open up their mouth. Because oftentimes, if women really said how they felt and they really gave their opinion, some brothers would just turn and walk the other direction.
And you know what's so funny? Because I'm looking at Morris
Good point.
Chestnut's wife's page, right? And while she's very modest, she doesn't do the most. These pictures are not like I'm at home with my hair in a bun looking. These are very well put together.
What's her name?
Her name is Pamela.
Pam Bice.
Mhm.
Pam Chestnut now, I think.
Right. She's strategic about what pictures she puts on her. I'm saying if you're so confident in yourself, that bad without that filter, post. If you're so confident in yourself, that day when your hair is not done, because it ain't done all the time, and you just selfie, you wouldn't be so strategic about which selfies you are putting up, which you look like when you post, because you're confident, right? It wouldn't even matter. Filters wouldn't even be a thing.
But so why does her being strategic about the photos she posts and being done up for the photos that she posts not a representation of her husband's brand and is more so a representation of her insecurity?
Well, she has selfies, so it's more like, it's
No, I understand. What I'm asking is, why is her being strategic about that?
so
Not
what
to make sure her husband looks good instead of making him look crazy.
Correct. So anyway it goes, it's still validation from other people, whether it is because I'm doing it for my husband or I'm doing it for myself. You still want to look good for other people. It's no longer about you, because if you thought you were enough, it wouldn't even matter, right? So you are still trying to be validated in something. Like I say, it's not always because you want to cheat. It's just sometimes just to, for whatever. And we don't know that we would never know either way, because neither one of us know her. We don't know. It could very well be because they're her husband. It could very well be because we just don't know. But what we do know is if a person is used to getting attention and all of a sudden that stops, I think it's a high chance that is going to be like that will be a shocker. Period.
Yeah, her forehead just bothers me. That's all.
Shut up, HD. She's a beautiful woman.
This
She's
is
an
true.
adjustable. She's an adjustable
Also,
snippet.
it's just that forehead bothers me a little bit. That's all. And it ain't my wife. Listen, she don't care nothing about me, and I don't care nothing about her. All I'm saying is, when I see her, the first thing I see is forehead. That's all.
Shout out to Morris Chestnut, the black man holding his family down and having a
Facts.
successful family. Shout
Facts,
out there.
sir.
Beautiful woman. But I just said, I think that it's just easier to say if you are an attractive person, you're used to getting that. I think that, like we talked about earlier, women are going above and beyond just to get that attention. They want it. Like women want attention. You know what I'm saying? They want to know that they're loved, they're desirable. Even if they don't move on it, they do want to know, they're the princess. They're.